Hi, my name is Emily and this is my presentation. I want to start off and ask you, think of your favorite teacher. Why is this teacher your favorite teacher? Is it because they've helped you so much? They've helped you reach your goal? Or they helped you become a student? Or many other options? Well, we've all had those teachers from kindergarten to 12th grade. They come in every morning to prepare for class and teach. They also stay after school and work outside of school, grading papers and figuring out the next lesson plan and emailing parents about all the questions they have about their child. Teachers work hard all year and still don't get paid much that they should by helping every child graduate and get into college or into a job right after they get out of school. So I have a question for you that I'm going to ask right now and once this presentation ends. Do you think teachers should continue with their pay or get more money? Well, teachers start off roughly around $43,000 a year. And to be honest, that is a low income pay. Many believe that teachers don't try so hard since they don't get paid as much. Bob Willoughby, an associate director of research with Education of New Jersey, says if we want to attract, retain, and motivate the best and the brightest, we need to raise the starting salaries of teachers to compete with other professions. So, with many parents, students do believe that raising salaries can cause better education and knowledge. It helps. As of 2018, the National Center of Education Statistics did a survey and it says 45% of teachers would want to leave teaching as soon as possible and find a better paying job, whereas 55% of teachers are okay with their pay. They're good with it and they're okay with it. But if you raise that money with the 55% would be higher than close to half. But since that 45% of teachers are dissatisfied with the pay and that many actually have to do two jobs. As of 2015 and 2016, 18% of teachers have a second hand jobs outside of school. 1/4 of teachers basically have to do two jobs to raise a family, whereas 25% of teachers in Maine have the highest rating of needing second jobs, and Oregon has 11% of teachers that need a second hand job. There's a huge gap. That with helping raise the salary, many teachers don't have to worry about the money, and they don't have to worry about working a second job. So what does it mean to raise the salary for a teacher? Well, they get paid by government taxes. Government taxes are paid by citizens. So the only problem with that is Americans overwhelmingly believe that teachers don't make enough money, but half of them support to raise taxes to give educators a raise. But state legislators have to enact a finance tax cut for wealthy and corporations. But with that policy goal is to improve an entire teaching workforce. That way it will raise levels of teaching compensation. Policies must mostly focus on changing the composition of current composition without increasing composition levels to unlikely be effective. Ariel Sachs states, teachers need to be rewarded for credit incentives to invest in their time and energy for coursework rather than to their teaching. So what does that mean? Well, yes, their job is to stand in front of their class, but more of their stuff comes from figuring out a lesson plan, and that should be their reward, is by putting effort into their lessons. Teachers work 10 hours a day or more, and that's 1,927 hours or more a year. Rewards should be given to teachers instead of raising salaries. Teachers also get underpaid. That doesn't help them get school supplies for the help of their kids for school. They only get an X amount of money depending on each school budget, and depending on schools' budgets, 95% of teachers use their own money to spend on their classrooms and students. With teachers having to ask students and parents to bring in Kleenex and dry erase markers, they still have reasonings of spending their own money into their classroom. With that money being spent, they lose money out of their salary, and So if you raise money or help budget with the schools, school teachers don't have to worry about their money. Cindy Long says teachers aren't paid enough and feel less appreciative, more stressed, more support than they have in the past. If the state is serious about helping students, it would make sure its teachers are taken care of. High pay attracts the best and most qualified teachers. So if we raise the salaries, we will raise and have better teachers and more qualified teachers. So paying teachers more will take care of their jobs and their students. They will put more effort and challenges towards their students and be appreciated more. Even at 55% of teachers being okay with their pay, they still do everything they can with help of the pay. They do more than the money. But not all teachers are that lucky, so if we change this problem, education can become better and have hope for getting more future educators. So what do you say? Are you ready to help make a change and help teachers get paid more? Thank you.